Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is MTG Ghoul Dude. Today we're going to be continuing the Digging Up the Past series with Dragons of Tarkir. So a little bit about Dragons of Tarkir. It was our 67th Magic the Gathering expansion and the third and last of the Cons of Tarkir block. It was released March 27th of 2015. Like the one from Scourge before, the expansion symbol of Dragons of Tarkir represents a dragon's head. This set is supposed to be the ultimate dragon set. There were more than twice as many dragons in it than any other set of its time, and they appear in all the colors. It also contains as many cards that reference dragons and care about dragons. Each of the 5 clans known from the previous sets is now integrated with one of the dragon broods. Only the icons of the broods first seen in Fate Reforged appear as watermarks in the text boxes of the cards. The clan symbols have now disappeared. So, let's go on ahead and get into it. Starting off with Shambling Goblin. For 1 black, it's a zombie goblin. It's a 1/1. And when it dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1. Sibsig Icebreakers. For 2 and a black, it's a 2/3 zombie. When it enters the battlefield, each player discards a card. Still reinforcing the Delve theme from the last 2 sets. Wandering Tomb Shell. For 3 and a black, it's a 1/6 zombie turtle for all you turtle lovers out there. Are you turtly enough for the Turtle Club? That might fall on. Some people might not get that. Risen Executioner. For 2 and 2 black, it's a zombie warrior, and it can't block, and it gives other zombie creatures you control +1/+1, and it has a reanimator ability where if you pay 1 generic more for each creature card in your graveyard. Then we get into my girl Sidisi, Undead Vizier. For 3 and 2 black, this is a zombie Naga with it's a 4/6 with Death Touch and Exploit. And Exploit says when this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. When Sidisi Undead Vizier exploits a creature, you may search your library for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So for some that may not know, this was actually one of the first commanders I actually built around, and I built it as mono black zombies, and I basically just used her to infinitely get whatever card I needed, or basically just to start the infinite loop to where I could win the game. Silumgar Butcher. For 4 and a black, it's a zombie Jin. For 3/3, it has Exploit, and when it exploits a creature, target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Marsh Hulk. For 4 and 2 black, it's a zombie Ogre. That's a 4/6, and it has Megamorph. And that's it. Corpse Weft, and here we get into our zombie affiliate cards. 2 and a black for an enchantment. It says for 1 and a black, you may exile 1 or more other creature cards from your graveyard. Put an XX black zombie horror creature token onto the battlefield tapped, where X is twice the number of cards exiled this way. Rakshasa Gravecaller. For 4 and a black, we get a cat demon that's a 3/6, and it has Exploit. And when it exploits a creature, you put 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield. Necromaster Dragon. For 3, a blue and a black, we get a dragon that's a 4/4 with flying. And whenever Necromaster Dragon deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 generic. If you do, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, and each opponent puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into their graveyard. So this could actually be like a good, if you're trying to just kind of slide in the zombie theme a little bit, or you're just trying to find workaround ways to make zombies, which we've started getting that more recently, which is non-zombie creatures making zombie creatures. But anyways, that's going to be it for today, guys. I really appreciate y'all and everything y'all do. I will be making a community post and my community section on my channel for the Q&A that I was looking to do. And if everybody wants to just throw all their the questions into the comments of that one, they'd be really appreciated, and I will make a video on that as soon as possible. And it's not limited to one per person. You can ask multiple questions, and I'll try my best to get to as many of them as I can within a reasonable amount of time on a video. But once again, guys, I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time in the graveyard.